Hello, everybody. I'm TheoSophia. Good morning, Christina and MKZ, Paul and Carol, Sheila and Yenny. We're ready for a powerful day of messages. Yes. So, hope everyone's doing well from when we just talked yesterday. Every day seems to be becoming more powerful, more light. So what I would like to do is let's bring Mother and Father down into our hearts as we acknowledge that our experience of the chat room is surrounded with a tube of light and your I am presence, and that Lord Gautama Buddha has been called in to seal so that nothing negative can come to anyone here who's being ever present on our channel today. Also, we're going to call in all the Ascended Masters and all the angels. And we're going to welcome those who are from other planets. If they're on their journey and full of light, not only will they come and fit in with us, but maybe they have something to share. I have a really great connection with the Palladium, so you just never know when they might happen in. So here we go. I'm going to say our mantra. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. And good morning, Lauren. I saw you pop in there. And Marby. Yes, Lauren, remember to let me know. Oh, you should have been one written last night. I don't know. That's my husband's job. I'll have to check. But remember to ask for a message. All right. Okay. So, do we have everything called in? So, I had a new aqua drink I took today. My husband sells health products, and they have a new Aqualine. So everyone's losing a lot of weight and becoming very healthy. Has a lot of blue spirulina in it. So I tried it today, feeling great. So we'll see how it works. I've already lost a lot of weight, but if it can clean it and end it up, that would be great for me. But I'll keep you posted. Oh, it was there. You had to renew. I see. Refresh. All right. Very good. So, every time I say soul, there's a ripple inside where my soul lies. And, not to be long-winded in the beginning, but to discover all about the soul was something in the beginning of my journey that I sought out very strongly. This is like 40 years ago, and there were not books about the soul. But believe me, I went to every bookstore there was. My question to any of you right now is, who is the soul? Where is it at inside you? Does anybody know? I believe today it's not something that's spoken about that often, and yet we have body, mind, and soul. So what is it? What is the soul? And I'll take that answer here for whoever might have it, or we'll go ahead and start our messages. But today I was feeling frequency vibration, and perhaps it's something more I'll talk about tomorrow if nothing comes here. Let's see. So I gotta learn. I should go to the bottom to see who's writing. Okay. I don't see an answer. Well, certainly a subject other than the message day we're going to talk about so everyone begins to have an understanding. where their soul is and how to connect with it, and understand that you want to have your journey that you're on become that you're doing the journey of the soul, not the mind, not all the other capacities. One's personal eternal being given and created by God. Yes, but that doesn't tell to me where it is. That's still too ethereal. Not like you can then know where to go to experience it. But that was Lauren. Thank you for that. But doesn't really answer my question. Doesn't really tell me I want to know about the soul. And good morning, Dr. TM. Thank you so much. So I'll let that sit in your mind a little bit. You have time to check it out today. It's in the core of the heart. That's a close response. The soul is nose, the mind and body. Yes, I mentioned that, but it doesn't give us its action, what it's doing, and how we participate with it in our world. The soul is an individual aspect of yourself that are a divine aspect of the Creator, but the gift of free will makes the soul our own while still being the Creator. That's a pretty good response, too. Impressed with those two. So contemplate it. We'll talk more about it detailed tomorrow. But I only found one book that really wrote and had a great description. Well, now maybe two. Certainly DK's work. He has a whole book that's on the soul. And then also, I'm going to remember the name of it, the Ernest Holmes wrote about it in his book. And that's another whole study that's a religion. But it's how I found what it was. So let's start messages. All right. Remember how we do messages is every message is for the individual I speak to, but also for everyone else. It's a community. So if it happens to speak to you, then it's certainly all right for you to take that as a message for you. I don't know that you would get 10 or 15 of them that were all you, but you got to let yourself feel responsive to whatever's here. So our first individual today is Christina from Albania. Good morning. I hope everything's going well there. All right. I can see the list of recent ones that we've spoken to you. And today is going to be a little bit different. I can see that you've made use of your messages and you are a little or quite a lot more centered than you had been. And yet, when I call Mother and Father into your heart, there's a flat line. So as you're in the process of developing a greater relationship with God, I want you to work with that every day and have the emotional experience, the energy, the frequency, the vibration of it. It's not just about having that awareness and desiring it in the mind. What you want to do now is make it real. And that's the only way any of you are going to come about having God be truly true and in existence within your being. So it's take a moment and step back. What is it? when I say I bring God in, how does it feel? And if you can't feel anything, I want you to ask yourself, well, why not? Why can't I? And get very rooted. You can only bring God and Mother in when you're very, very rooted. And then watch where the energy goes. What is it doing? What's it saying? And is there comfort and blessings in it? So this is my suggestion for you, Christina, is let's give a new basis to why you're even here and own it, as it will then begin to grow into an awareness of God in your consciousness. All right? So many blessings to you. Thank you for coming. And MKZ. All right. I want to give you thumbs up in the work you've done since your last message from me. And I would like to continue you on that journey. And let's do that by imagine you walking. And it is interesting because first I see an image of bare feet, and yet those bare feet do not match you. So, first question for you is, where is it about where you are walking that you have a concern about feeling what it feels like? You see, having your feet raw as uncovered upon the land lets you not only feel the carpet, the sand, the dirt, wherever you are, but also the frequency. And all of you who are here now are going to become people of frequency. So you must begin to look at where, perhaps in your meditative time, I know you have to walk out into the world and wear shoes, but in your meditative time, let yourself and let your feet be bare. Let them be naked. And when you can begin to sit within your meditation, and with those two words, right now intentionally, you will find a different response in how you choose to live in the world. And how, if you're not doing your protection, you will more than likely remember to do it because you don't want to see or get caught walking bare naked. And I know what I'm saying could be confusing, but that is exactly why I am saying what it is. Because this needs to come into an understanding within you that there's a greater capacity of a new awareness about what is and what's moving in and around you. And I want you to get used to the frequency of it, the vibration of it. Contemplate it. And then what do you do with it? Do you let it go? Do you love it? Do you embrace it? Let's begin to really discover who MKZ is. Many blessings to you this day, my dear. Very good. So good morning, Paul. My first thought that comes to me, Paul, is becoming even deeper rooted. You want to be as deep in where you are to hold to the center of the earth. You know, we've all been taught different ways, to the bottom of a tree, many ways you do it. I'm not sure my old rooted technique is on as one of them. There's so many videos at this point. But you need to be as deep as the center of the earth to truly be working with the higher energies. And this is where as she wants to say, she lives. And you can move, as you move down your inner channel, you'll see many levels of ground and rock and water as you move through the land to go down into being deep within the earth. And when you arrive there, you should be at a beach. And if you look upon the cliff, you'll see a home where Mother resides, and she'll be waiting for you. There is a huge cornucopia on her counter waiting to give you a gift of choice. But this is so, so important. Hear me, everyone, is to be able to begin to hold your energy deep within the earth. This is how you surrender. Most importantly, for, again, everyone who wants to have the higher energies of Mother and Father must be serious about surrendering all who you are and let it take movement down that inner channel as you move and placing your feet firmly on that beach. And notice how that feels. I want you to become more awake on how that feels, what that becomes, what it says to you, what it speaks to you, and to contemplate going up to be one-on-one with Mother. It may not be today, but it could be a week or so away. But I challenge you, move your awareness of consciousness to another level and begin to walk deeply rooted in the world. Many blessings, Paul. All right, good morning, Carol. Sheila Journey, I know I saw here somewhere you asked for a message. Let me find it. All right, I'll do it here now. So, we went out to breakfast on Sunday, and whoever was sitting at another table, every time she had a cough, she turned and coughed, which came at me. So, I'm sorry, my throat is tenuous, but hopefully it's not that. It just could be from being tired. All right, so Sheila Journey. You have been on quite the journey, and the most exciting aspect of it has now arrived. It's for you to have an open heart and a deeply rooted energy within the energy of who you are, and experience every day as a new experience. Listen differently, feel differently. Allow the mind in its journey with your heart to have an awareness that's different and to see how things are interconnected. Allow yourself to be willing to let go of what you knew before. Because what we do is we're safe with a lot of things. But now it's time to not have that safety. It's time to create a new presence that is your safety and acceptance. And as you can begin to see what that wisdom which lies in your heart can speak to you and share with you, there's a great happiness that will follow and a great peace. And I would call it an expansion in your light field. As your light comes down through the crown, through that inner channel, down into the root, you're going to find a great joy on this journey. And it's probably what you've always been waiting for and didn't know how to get to it. But allow it each and every day. It'll show you more and more, and it'll take you to some intriguing spaces within yourself. And embrace them. There's nothing and no reason to do anything but to love it, to learn from it, and allow it to be and feel at home. So many blessings to you, Sheila, for coming today. Thank you. So, Tanny, let me see. I think I saw yours too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There it is. It was a while down. It's just then I know I did it if it's up here. So, good morning back at you, Tenny. Let me see. I feel pleased when I feel your energy. So, that's definitely that God is pleased with your actions, how you're holding your truth in the world. You know, truth is a powerful thing. And there's a gift that comes when you can sit knowing truth and see how people are being untruth but still love them. You know, the great words from Christ is see the light. Always look to see the light in a soul. And what I'm hearing is you're doing a very good job at that, and that you're sharing the love and the divinity that you're discovering. So good work, I'm going to say to you. And it only gets easier, and more light will come as you are willing to share and to give. So take each step gently, but be awake and aware because you're growing. And it's a wondrous thing. Thank you so much, Tanny. Lauren, good morning. Yes, let me check yours too. Yep, there it is. All right, so I'm at Lauren. I too can see that you have heard my last few messages. And yet I feel that you're perplexed and it's not bringing results like you want them. So, time is interesting. There are those that time can be in a moment. Therefore, others, like TheoSophia, it's taken 41 years to have her heart's desire to work in the light of God to come true. And I think it's about not having to have it a special way. I think the word surrender is the place for everyone where I'm talking. It's when you can allow the world to be what it is, and for you to be in surrender and be the light that you are in acceptance, that is a powerful thing. Okay? So, Lauren, now it is to be gentle and loving in the space that you find yourself in. Many blessings. Marby. Again, I see you. I see your smiles. And there are always children around you. And the word I want to say is I feel there is always a weight upon you, whether it's finances, people, or burden. So I say to you that leaves the awareness that I believe then I can't have it all. And my friend Barbie, that's just not true. No matter who we are, we can come to a place in our devotion and in our awakening to the fact that God and Mother move through you. You can have it all. So I think for you right now, the message I want to give to you is believe. Believe that all the smiles and the joy that you feel in your heart. Believe that the children that are magical and you touch them or do the simplest things with them. Believe it's all real. It's just like Disney would always at the beginning of a show. Believe. If you don't believe, it can't happen. So you have to believe that as simplistic as we can all make it, there's a great power in it. But you have to believe. You can't make, well, no, but it depends on this and it depends upon that. And what if God's capable of creating those things? Because if you don't believe, it will never happen. So, Barbie, you have the capacity, you have the heart, and you have the joy. Just do it. I am the soul. I am the light divine. That's what you need to remember. Many blessings. All right? All right. I think I did Sheila and Lauren. Okay, Barbie. She's saying, Christina, hello, and Paul. Okay. These are our talks from before. Well, let me talk, Sheila, about your comment that the soul is in the shape of a body but invisible. I would say here's the incorrect part to that. It's energy. For those who have sight, you can't see it. Now, I want you to just think about that for a moment. Because everyone who becomes a being of light and their third eye gets activated with the eye of Horus, the pineal gland, you're going to see the energy in all the parts, not just the soul. So let's let everybody think about that who doesn't have sight. That's an illusion. It is part of the journey of the awakening for you to see. Yes. Okay, you're saying I am ready. Okay. Diviner. I'm not sure if I remember you, maybe from a while. Can I have a message from Mother TheoSophia, please? Thank you. Now, as I observe you, the diviner, I feel that your heart isn't what it lives as. There's a wound, whether it's about you or about another. But I don't want you to have being empathic as that which creates this energy for you. A true healer is not empathic because they must keep themselves clear and centered and not get pulled into people. So I'm having an angel come to you and taking your hand and guiding you to maybe 4 or 5 feet away from whoever this is and let the cords release, which will stop squeezing your heart and having you feel sorrow. Good. So you must be the strength of God when you work with someone. You must not become that which is the problem. Good. That feels better. If you need a greater clarity, you can write back to me. But I think it's about an awareness of knowing as a divine healer that that's not a way to help someone, is not to give of yourself. It's to help them understand what love is, that they know how to love themselves. Thank you. All right. Love message. Dream Tooth. Hello, hello. Glad to see you back. Thank you, Mother, for your patience. I have been practicing allowance and embracing fall. The power is intimidating, but as I am trading my fears for garments of gold, I meet you. Well, one thing about God we always know is whatever's purposeful in our life comes. So for all of you who are here, I would hope my purpose is to take away the fear of God and bring the nurturing and warmth of being so protected and so embraced, because God will see your light and support you as you become that light. And believe. Okay. Very good, Paul. Yes, I think I gave you your message up top, TNA. But if you have a question about it, just write me here again. Yes. Well, home is where you are. Mm-hmm. It's from that place right there where that wonderful energy of who you are is sitting, and move down into, as I described earlier, Divine Mother, the center of the earth, and all will transform. Now, certainly it's not that simple. I guess it was like 2007, when I met Portia, when I was in Shasta, and she was a Divine Mother and told me I was prepared to. She wanted me to study with her to become a Divine Mother. Now, the actual Divine Mother came to me then every day. It wasn't Portia at that point, but I had to learn a lot of things on how to perceive and how to interact, all those things. And then there's one day that came, and it took about 9 months. And then I was taken outside to look at the sky, and there was a thing of turquoise came across the sky from the Pleiades. So believe whatever you want. But if you really desire, believe, and want something, everyone thinks that divinity is a simple thing and you just have to know you have it and you have it. No, it's studying, it's learning, it's developing in your own consciousness, feeling, loving, lots of things. I just wanted to share that today. So it's not that you're doing something wrong, all of you. You're in the journey. And how powerful for you, Sheila, that you got. It is a journey. And all of it is a greater love continuously as you move. So thank you for listening to me. Okay, so let me find where I was. Okay. So Tandy loves it. Thank you. All right, good. Yes, Barbie. Yes, I confirmed that with her many times. I love when she shows up. It's a beam of God's beautiful gold light runs through me. And maybe you're not aware of that, Barbie. Maybe today's a good day for that. Good, Sheila. A healer maintains their energy and elevates those who need healing to a higher frequency. Yes, that's true. Here's someone new. Samantha, good morning and thank you. Please guide me and set me on the right. PW 433. Oh, wait a minute, it all moved. We are on. So I'm taking that as you would like a message. Just next time, make sure I would like a message. So Samantha, salute. Well, the first thing I usually have to say to people who, like yourself, guide me, you need to make a commitment, not only to yourself, but to the light and to God, if that's who that is for you. And you want to open your chakras, front and back, and begin to have a relationship with them, for it is you. And be aware of your energy field and what is it doing? Where is it moving? Is it small? Is it large? There's a lot to get to know about yourself in the beginning. And as you do that, there's going to be some angels that will be around you to help you. Your higher self, your guardian angel. So it depends on whether you are awake on some level and can hear them. But even if you can't, you can still make these actions on yourself. And know you can begin by connecting into Divine Mother, by moving your energy down into the earth as far as you can imagine. And let her know that you're on a journey of awakening that part of you. So if you want to know more, Samantha, or any of you, I'm sure the information's there on how you can either email me or reach me. I do private sessions. I do mentoring. And sometimes there's a lot of issues. Remember, we have 144,000 issues within our consciousness that have to all transform into positive to evolve. It's a lot. Sometimes in one healing, you can maybe move 10,000. But if you're not doing the healing, and it's very hard to do your own work, you can fool yourself if you think you can, because it can always be something deeper. And how the patterns are laid within the DNA is by depth of where it's located. Not everybody knows that. All right. So, Samantha, welcome to our site today. I don't want to make it sound like it's complicated. First, come and be and listen, and then get about doing your own. Many blessings. Dream Tooth. My identity with how my astrology is to participate, inner work, and balance with outer, but my identity is limited. Well, I don't happen to believe that. I don't know of any limited beings. Perhaps the limitation lies on your perception of it, your description, how astrology participates with the inner work and balance with the outer work. Well, I have another possibility to tell you. There are those in the master realm that question, because at the time that the astrology was done, not all the planets were available. So maybe you need to go deep inside your heart and ask you, um, what is your destiny? That's what I'm hearing the word is. And is it perhaps the simplicity of just becoming and placing your feet on the journey of light and see where it takes you? Perhaps your restriction is in itself how you describe it. So that's going to be my message for you. And balance your chakras, balance the different levels of the 7 fields. And I think you'll find some of these answers we're talking about. But thank you for coming, Dream Tooth. You're welcome to and maybe each time you come, you'll learn more. Thank you. Message from God. Is that telling me you want the message from God? Right, let me know. Thank you, Paul. So I'm getting a yes that Dr. TM would like a message from God. So let me see what I can bring forward. I'm going to give you one example. Dr. TM. When people traveled with Moses in discovering the promised land and they were thirsty, he picked up his staff, and with my light through it, we found water that could be drank and bathed and revived. But I will tell you the question that did not come. What kind of water is it? I think in today's world, there are too many judgments, questions, too many other roads you place yourself on to discover, that when you begin to live and work with me, and we are on this journey together, you will discover the truth. There's no other way to say that word, but the truth. The truth was that day we found water, what everyone needed. So let your world become simple, and let it be that which it is. That your own energy field is the glowing energy of the light you allow it to become of me and Mother. Blessings to you. And Dr. TM writes, yes. And thank you, Paul, for your kind words. All right. Is there any final thoughts? I'll stay here for a minute. Wow, 11:44. I really thoroughly enjoy everyone coming and having interaction and learning and growing. And there's just so much about God's light and becoming in alignment with His existence. You know, we don't become and journey and learn all this to become like God. We become one who allows God to move through them. Tears flow like a river, Dr. TM. Good. So that's the powerful place you become, is when you can be one who works every day for God. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. So tomorrow, Wednesday, is the day of channeling, so I never know ahead of time. You're welcome, Tanny. So we'll see who's coming. Could be an old friend, could be someone new. I don't know, but I'll be willing. Thank you, Marby. You and all that beautiful light you carry. And remember, tell your friends we're here and we have a great time and we learn and we'll just keep on dancing, right? Many blessings to you. May God bless. Touch you in your heart today. All right, good. Thank you, Dr. TM. Bye-bye.